I do not fucking miss high school. Like,
me neither.
At all.
What did we learn in high school compared to what we learned today on the streets?
Bullshit.
I learned shit. I found how to get Scott Pilgrim onto my flash drive.
How to memorize some bullshit so you can pass a test.
Honestly,
Using proxy servers to get around like the school's like firewalls, like to anything that's remotely fun on a computer.
While your teacher's watching you, and then like
Not really watching.
no, my middle school teacher, I was playing a game and he interrupted my game to play the game. I was like, "You bitch!"
Literally, the school security system at my school was so horrible because literally, I will tell you, all we had to do was just bypass under the security under a teacher's name. That's all you had to do was know a teacher's name and then put it in. And I literally checked the search history. There was like so much blackbooty.com and santaballs.com.
All right. Woo! On that note, welcome back to the Struggle Session podcast. I am your host, Hollow Otaku, and I am here with
K1,
Y squared,
Bob,
and Hollow Otaku. As you can't tell from that intro, we're going to talk about high school stories. Just some anecdotes that we have. Me and Y Square actually went to high school together. We have changed our high school names just so that you guys... I'll look this up, but some people may know. But our school was the Stanley Heroes. What was yours, K1?
So, technically, I went to school in a county. I won't say the type of county, but let's just say it was a shithole county. And it technically was the welfare school of the EBT Warriors, because let's call it, once we got transferred into that school, we were separated from all the white people, and all the black and brown people went to that school. So, yeah, segregation still is alive here.
What about you, Bob? Where'd you go?
went to Waynesdale High School.
What was your mascot?
Waynesdale High School?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Batman.
Batman? I'll take it, whatever.
Bruce Waynesdale High School.
We all know your school wasn't that rich. Your school looked like a fucking prison, dude.
Probably.
But, the most major story at our high school was during my sophomore year. I wasn't there for the lunch, but this was during first lunch, which was stupid. 10 a.m. for lunch? Fuck off.
10:45, man, and only 20 minutes to eat.
Yeah, A-lunch was
the
bullshit.
shit. But, my boy Hero, actually walked to the bathroom and heard a kid masturbating. So he yelled out to the whole entire fucking lunch area that a kid is masturbating. And it was this kid with a rolling backpack masturbating to a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like, holy fuck, dude.
Wait, was that actually it?
Yeah, like, it was a Harpy's lady.
Harpy lady.
Yeah.
Like the uncensored one or the censored one?
Good question. Probably the censored one.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Like, I was like, what the fuck? Later in the years, I asked him about it. He goes, no, man, I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On my PSP. I was like, bull fucking shit.
How are you going to hold that PSP with one hand?
But dude, this kid was hated. Like, really hated. Like, even like, I had him for PE, and our advanced PE teacher, like, fucking slammed through that door, looked at my teacher, was like, come here, and then we can hear through the door going, there's no way this fucking kid's going to my fucking class.
Wow.
Damn.
We're just like, shit. And we all knew who he was talking about, too. We all looked at him. And it looked like he was, like, sucking his own dick. Like he was just crisscross applesauce in his seat, head straight under the desk. I was like, what the fuck, kid?
Jeez.
Sat behind him in English 11.
How did that go?
This kid had an attitude, I gotta say.
Oh, he also was trying to go down the stairs, and he called these kids, who are obviously black, move out of the way, hard R. And he got pushed down the stairs, and he got up and heeled his way out with his rolling backpack.
glorious,
Like,
marvelous.
what the fuck, man?
Can't be calling people neighbors.
Okay, so in my junior year at Welfare High School, of course, knowing that you have like majority of black and brown people, you know drama happens every single day. So one day I'm in my geometry class, and it's just a normal day learning about angles and fractions and shit. And then just out of nowhere, like the teacher's just giving us a lecture on the board, and then out of nowhere, one black girl just stands up and says, "You really gonna do this to me, bitch?" And like everyone just sets up like, "Huh?" And everyone's like, "Who are you talking to?" And then this other girl just stands up with her arms crisscrossed and just says, "Yeah, I am." And then literally she says, "You're just gonna text me right now and say that you're sleeping with my man, like right here in class." And he says, "Yeah, it's not that hard to see why he wants me more than you." And she says, "You are seriously going to do this right now in the middle of this motherfucking class?" And everybody's just looking back and like, it's like a fucking tennis match. There's bitch, ho, bitch, ho. It's all just like, what? And then like really, it's just like, bitch, I swear to God, I don't care anymore. Let's step outside and then we are gonna finish this right here, right now, and I will whip your bitch ass. And out of nowhere, this one white kid just starts going, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. And then we all just join in. And then out of nowhere, the two women just run outside, and then we all just poke our heads straight out there and just start yelling in the hallway, Jerry, Jerry. And then 5 other classrooms just come out and poke their heads in, and they just start going, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. That whole hallway was just a fucking load of Jerry chants. And these two girls are literally going at it. Yeah. Like literally. Like I'm not talking like pulling hair or any of that thing. It is like full blows on top of each other, bashing each other in the lockers, throwing each other over the water fountain. And, everybody's just like, whoa, hey, we're going to see where this goes. We're not running in. And then, of course, like 5 minutes later, security comes in and our literal cop just comes in and like yanks one of the girls off. And she's kicking and screaming. And then she's just like, "You better watch yourself, bitch. I swear to God, when I get out of here, you're going to be fucked up." But then out of nowhere, she just says, "Oh, yeah, well, speaking of fucking, trust me, your man will be loving my cunt tonight." And then we just were like, and then she just went apeshit and literally backhand the cop, ran out and speared her and made a dent in the lockers. And just started like clawing in. Like we saw, like when they actually pulled her off, because it took like 3 teachers to pull her off. After clawing, we saw the scratch marks on her face, like just blood dripping half of the side of her face, and we're just like,
she kind of asked for it.
I mean, but just like you ever see people lose their shit, that girl lost her shit that day and full on assault.
What did she think was gonna happen by texting her, like being in the same class as the person that you're texting, like, "Hey, I'm fucking your man"? Like, what do you think that's gonna happen?
Hey, like I said,
how dumb can you be?
Hey, like I said, that was just the thing. It's just like you were just hearing a normal everyday math lesson, and then, Bitch, you be fucking my man? Oh, wait, what? Excuse me?
I mean, she it's that old adage: play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That was her prize.
True.
My favorite types of fights in high school is when they fight on the stairs. Because I'm like, there was one fight, and I'm just like, I didn't get to class. I didn't get late. Then, like, someone just comes out and goes, "You guys could be late to class. Get the fuck out of here." And I'm like, I can't. There's, like, literally a fight at an angle. And I'm just like, all right. I look over the edge. I'm like, that's a possibility. God, fights in high school are fun.
What?
I forget what year it was, but there was a time that somebody forgot to do like a project. It wasn't in my class, some other class. I forget what it was. They forgot to do their project, and apparently that was like a significant portion of that quarter's grade or whatever. So, rather than be a normal, sane human being and probably ask for like an extension, they decided to call in a bomb threat to the school to not get a 0 or whatever. I don't know what happened. So they eventually, they figured out who it was, and it's like, so rather than take a 0 for an assignment, like hold that L
as far as a class. Now, because I mean, they were probably a minor, but like if you're calling in bomb threats to places, I'd fucking try you as an adult.
They still got
for
that
something
road
for
trip.
something so stupid. Like,
Think about it back in the day though, before the big cell phones, you use a payphone. That's hard to track now.
Big
Like-
tricks, big facts.
Like to call in a bomb threat and shit.
but I mean, like now it's just like that was just so stupid to me.
But they got caught, or
Yeah, they ended up getting caught. So now you got a record and the 0 for your class. Could have got expelled.
I used to breakdance a lot back in the day. I like one of these times it was like the tail end of lunch, and so I was just started going at it in the hallway. It had a crowd around me. Principal shows up and be like, "The hell are you doing?" At that moment, a chapstick falls out of my pocket. I'm just like, I'm just looking for my chapstick.
Stupid.
Amazing.
really?
Stupid.
I was breakdancing and doing the robot looking for my chapstick.
Yeah, we just gonna bust the move. Oh, where's my chapstick? Yo, where's my chapstick?
Where's the chapstick?
Here it is.
Oh, there it is.
I would have laughed if you just went
that
like.
up real quick.
It's like,
Just-
oh.
No. Guys, it would have been more hilarious as he's wearing glasses. Goes, I lost my contact. I'm trying to look for it. He's like, I can't find my contact.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Silly goose, man.
So in same year, sophomore year, we the seniors they took the statue of our rival school and put it in our courtyard. But here's the thing: the only way to get that statue, it was a big ass statue, is you had to have a crane to bring it in. That means these kids literally got a crane and brought that shit in. Over. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was walking through the mornings, and like, it was still like kind of dark. I get in early just to chill because I don't want to be at home. I just chill with friends, and I just looked. I was like, oh, it's a whole ass statue out there. What the
That
fuck?
isn't ours.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then someone put a bucket over it. And I was like, what the fuck? Leave, and then it was gone the next day, and then I found out that they had to put their statue on the roof of their school so they couldn't get taken again. And I was like, what the fuck?
Somebody had money or connects to just
Yeah,
be
yeah,
able to
and
have
I'm
to
just
crane
like, what
to
the
do that.
fuck?
Is
Yeah,
that like your
big-
senior prank?
That was my sophomore year's their senior pranks.
That's pretty good.
Like, that just shows, like, they are all in. Because, one, it's just like, we stole a statue, we stole a crane, like,
Or not stolen
You just
crane,
went all in on
rented,
that.
Rented a crane, probably.
but, like, just, like
But
when
someone had to be an adult
right.
to operate that.
And literally, what we going to say on the rental? Oh, yeah, we just going to jack a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just make up some bullshit.
But yeah,
I
I'm
mean-
just like, what the fuck? I'm like, that's a good prank. Then the year after that, our principal, like, bargained a deal or something. I forget what the hell the deal was, but asked for no senior pranks. And they'll do something
Yeah.
during the graduation or something.
Man, that has always sucked.
And then our senior year, I don't think we did anything. Like, we didn't do anything really. Me and my homeboy, we literally thought of different ones. One of it was we're gonna vandalize the rock of our rival school with our school colors, and like we were gonna spray paint that. And then my boy just goes. Then my homeboy just thought of a different way, and thought of bringing a cow into the school and bringing it upstairs. The thing is, cows can't go downstairs. They can go only upstairs. So that means they have to open up the skyline, grab a crane, and pick that shit cow back up and out. And he was like, yeah, I know a guy. We can get a cow. I was like, how do you have a cow guy? You live near me. I have no idea you know a cow guy. Like, what the
Cow
fuck?
guy.
A cow guy. Yeah.
Just
We
straight
call
guy.
them farmers.
Just Just
He literally was like, I got a cow guy. I was like, what?
yo, you have a milk guy with that cow guy?
Just for the cow guy is the milk guy.
Oh no, but maybe. My mom knows him.
Nice. Okay, so going back on my senior year, so literally, we had our drama back and forth, for bullshit. But one day, it literally went out to a full-blown war. And this was not against any kind of school. It was technically turmoil in our own baseball team. So technically, the baseball team was made up of half whites and half Latinos. It was literally a ghetto version of West Side Story. So one day, we just hear clanging out of nowhere. Like our class was in the library, and we just hear some mad clanging, like bang, bang, bang. And we're like, the hell? Is someone doing fucking construction here? We go out and look right down on the main hallway, and we see it just divided. We see the Latinos with baseball bats, and we see white people with a bunch of baseball bats. And, we just see the white people going like, you gonna do that to our boy? You really gonna do that? It's like, oh, what? You gonna tell us all to get back behind the border and shit? Because this was happening like right when like illegal immigration was starting to really hike up. So like the main, like, there's so many ways the story is told, but overall, a white guy told a Latino that, you're over here illegally because somehow he took his spot on the team and said, you need to get back behind the border and that shit. So that blew up, and one of the Latinos punched him, and then that broke out into a brawl in their own locker room. And then, like, a few days later, that's what led to this thing. So they are literally in a standoff with baseball bats. And, like, majority, like, a good load of the schools just overlooking, going, oh, man, this shit about to blow up. We are about to see shit go south. And, there's, like, two teachers standing in the way in the middle to say, people, we just need to calm it down. We don't need to do this. And, and then, like, we could see one of the office aides, like, say, get the police, call the police. And there's, like, this little old white lady just coming into the back room with her cell phone. And we're just like, oh, God. And then just...
How many times do I have to tell you, old man? Stop calling the cops!
But it's just like... And then, like, one of the white guys just keeps going, like, trying to be the hype man for everybody. We're gonna fuck this shit up. We are going to decorate this hallway with freaking Latino blood. We are going to think...
My question was he white?
Yes, like
only white people do that.
Like, yes, just think of the most, like, coked up, hype white dude just going off on a racist tirade. And then he's just swinging his bat all over the place, saying, come on, I fucking dare anybody. Just beating his bat against the wall, beating his bat against the floor. Oh, man, I swear to God, I swear to God, one of you beaters come right here. I swear to God, I will fucking kill you. I will fucking... And literally just out of nowhere, jerks, loses his bat and goes right through the plate glass of the window and literally just takes the window out. And everyone just stops and goes, oh.
I can imagine one kid just goes, get him! And like the whole school attacks him. Like, ends the race war and just kid.
But technically, like, as soon as the window broke, everybody just calmed the fuck down and said,
it's getting a little...
Yeah, we weren't taking it this far. We were just in the moment.
Yeah, that's...
And then, like, everyone backs up. The kid's just standing there. And then the principal just walks out and looks at the busted window and looks to the two sides. And everybody just goes, he did it.
Yeah.
Like, everybody just points at him.
Y'all...
And then he just...
Y'all bunch of snitches.
I wouldn't get that thing on me.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, yeah, we had nothing.
Yeah, like, majority of it was just like, he did it. He took it that far. And then, out of nowhere, our principal just comes over, jerks the kid by his collar, and yanks him into his office. And everybody's like, ooh. And then the principal looks back and says, what the hell are y'all doing? Get to class now! And everyone scatters like fucking roaches. Everyone just leaves. Like, we were just like, we don't want none of that. We are not fucking with you right now. Because our principal was red hot. Like, as soon as, like, he heard the shit, he was like, okay. But the second he saw that busted window, he just went beet red.
He was like, I know these motherfuckers didn't just break a window.
Yeah.
No, they didn't do it. That's why, like, I never really got into it with people, or even, like, took part in like senior pranks because like if this stuff's bad enough, they can fuck with you from graduating or doing whatever. Go to fucking jail for some stupid shit.
You guys had like a hallway that was just. We had a hallway upstairs that was littered with paper that says no trading spit, no making out and all that. They had like different terms of it. It was like the no make out hallway. It was just one hallway.
Wow.
Just one that was like littered with this.
Was it a dark hallway?
No!
Like away from cameras or shit?
No! It was just a hallway. Just a hallway. It
regular
was the
ass
science hallway.
Wow. So
Wow.
classes and stuff. It's not like one of those things on the side, like
No, and I was just
an
like-
exit or something.
It was like no trading spit, no trading gum, no tongue. And I was like, what the fuck? You guys didn't have that? I know.
I mean,
I actually don't remember this because like I was rarely in that hallway.
But you were there on the second floor. You got to pass by it half the
Yeah.
time.
I just didn't notice it.
I had to go through there just to get to my math class. I would like glance at it, but yeah.
nobody ever caught. It was like, did anybody even get caught making out there, or are they just like, don't make out here, just for
I don't know.
general purpose? Like,
I know my spot in the mornings. You remember the corner? It was like just an indent and just of a corner, and so
Yeah,
that's
the
where
corner.
I always chill.
that was
Well,
and then
that
all
was
of
where
my
your
friends.
clique was at?
But yeah. But when I left, it became the makeout corner. I was like, well,
Bruh.
all right.
Amazing.
Well, like,
But it was right there next to where all the kids come out to get off the bus. It's like right there at the stairs. And I'm just like, all right.
well, we had the same one, only in the indent, there was a camera right next to this bathroom. But the camera was literally reachable. Like, honestly, you could jump up and turn it. That'd be the thing. So,
Amazing.
So, like, majority of people would use that bathroom to do drug deals and get blowjobs and all that. So, they would have this little space
That's what
that you
does in
could
high
press
school.
up against the window, and, the camera couldn't see you. So you jump up, turn the camera towards the stairs to get upstairs, and then go in the bathroom, handle your shit,
do what you gotta
nobody
do.
question it.
Yeah, so like the camera where you could actually turn it.
Yeah,
the
like
camera
you
that
just
doesn't
like-
have the cover on it. Whomp. Oh my god! Like that was probably the bomb threat story was probably the most notable. Like since it was 10 years.
Oh,
ago.
yeah. Definitely noble.
Notable.
They said noble. I was like,
No.
listen, man.
What's wrong with you? Why would that wouldn't even make sense? Yeah, just go around.
Depends on
calling
the person, man.
No. No, but that was like the one thing that like really stood out. Like the fact that high school was 10 years ago. I don't really remember anything too crazy besides that.
I know I made like $20 during lunch. No, it was 40. It was my freshman year, and I was on ADHD medication, but I forgot to take it that day, and I had health, and I was really hungry, and I got into the pizza line, and I looked at it. It was a fresh pizza, and I was like, how many am I allowed to take? As long as you could pay for it. I took the whole fucking tray, put that on there, and went on my merry day. And then my friends go, there's no way you could fucking eat all that. I was like, you want to make a bet? I'll fucking eat it right here, right now. Like, shit. So they're like, $20, I'll take that action. Another 20. I was like, all right, cool. And just for the next 10 minutes, watch me eat 8 slices of pizza. I'm like, all right,
Told y'all.
money now, cool.
Kitching, pay up.
And they're like, all right, here you go. I was like, all right, cool. I could go pay for more. I'm hungry. And I left. I got like 2 more slices.
You should have just did that like pettiness of, oh man, this pizza bought with your money. Oh,
Just rub it in.
so delicious.
It's so greasy.
Extra pepperoni.
Yeah, let me just pick this up.
High school fucking pizza. Just
Yo, I don't know what's up
grease.
with the high school fucking subs though,
all
but it was just all bread, no meat. I had to
Yeah.
like ask
Oh.
for double meat, and I'm just like,
dry
It-
ass
the-
bread.
It does not compare to those fucking burgers at high school. Like the meat from our burgers bounced. We could tear a piece off and bounce it on the table, and it would land 3 tables over.
That's probably good for your digestive system. Yeah.
If you
I
like,
also love their chicken parmesan because then 2 days later it's spaghetti. Is whatever leftover
Oh.
chicken parmesan it was.
They did that when they gave us spiral noodles. But then, like, the other thing, like, it was just this unwritten rule. I never got this. And sadly, it is for the blackness, of course. But, there would be days when they actually would serve fried chicken. And it was good fried chicken. It was not like that freezer burn bullshit. It actually was, like, deep fried chicken. They had the fryer right in front of you, and they actually battered the chicken. And for some reason, like, I like everyone likes good fried chicken, and it was good fried chicken. So anytime you buy fried chicken, of course, somebody black, because of course no white people would try that shit. But like they always say, oh, you enjoying that fried chicken, boy? You want a little great drink and some watermelon with that? I'm like, no. I'm gonna eat this. Now listen, just because you guys couldn't get your food stamps today, don't mean I gotta feed you. So, I just took a big bite of that fried chicken and just like,
When was that?
It was
what time was that?
I think that was in my junior year.
Okay.
But just like, I just took the biggest bite of that fried chicken and just said, tastes so good when you can pay for it, isn't it? And those fuckers just looked at me and just like, fuck you.
Any others?
Oh man, so biology 12th grade, chemistry 11th grade, both of these classes.
You did biology 12th grade?
Yeah.
Was it AP?
Nah.
Just regular?
Yeah.
What happened to
Just regular
sophomore biology?
I never took biology sophomore year.
Yo, my teacher was a bitch. I failed it.
Did you have that old what's her face?
Yeah, old white lady. Hell yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay.
That's where I met Betts.
Oh.
He was my teacher aide.
Because I think
Yeah. He also did my dissection because I was by myself, and I was like, all right, cool. He had all the answers, so I just jotted them down. I was like, you can do whatever, I don't care. But no, my friend JR was like, hey man, went to the teacher, was like, I don't want to fail. Can you like boost my grade? She changed it. I asked, she said no.
Was he white?
She was white.
Oh no, but JR.
Oh, yeah, JR was white.
Oh, okay. I see.
I was like, well, fuck. Fine. Back to you.
So yeah, I didn't take AP Bio because at the time I was too chicken. Other AP classes, calculus and physics, that's my realm there. Like I'm untouchable. But I was in regular bio, and I'm pretty sure that I've like significantly raised the class's grade point averages by being there, because I remember in particular I took a test, someone cheated off of me, and then like at least half the class was cheating off of each other's answers that they got from me just because.
You're the fucking pop line to throw a passing grade.
You should have charged them.
Like
Yes.
I should have.
Significantly, you should have charged them. I think it was my freshman year. Like, I fucking love math. I'm good at math. I had my 7th grade math teacher as my math teacher for freshman year. I hated her. This is how much I hated her. I didn't want to do anything. I was like algebra 1, and so I was like not paying attention, not doing my work. But I did so well in my SOL though in 8th grade. And she was like, hello Otaku, you're not doing very well. But you did so well in SOL. What's up? I was like, I don't know. Alright, we're going to put you in Algebra 1 Part 1. I was like, okay, so now you get to go to this class. I entered that room. You have no idea how excited I was when I heard, Otaku! I was like, holy shit, I know everyone in this goddamn, yes, I'm home! I was like, hell yeah. Entered there, I was like, hey now. And then I just got A's and A's. I was like, man, this is too easy.
Yes, technically I had a mirror image of that. So when I went to Algebra 1 in my sophomore year, the guy was a complete stiff. He taught it so boringly, and literally, even when you made a suggestion, he was like, okay, what do you think would be a good way to get the test, to do better on tests? And I literally just asked him, well, can we do like a review game or something, just to make sure that we're doing it the right way? And he says, nah, this is no place for games or some stuff like that. Just read it in the book, you'll find it out. So I literally got to like almost a D in his class. So then, like, literally my parents just said, no, this ain't working. And they knew it wasn't me because literally the guy was like teaching people at college level, and it wasn't an AP class. But he was like an AP teacher because I'd seen his AP classes, and I'm just like, when I seen like what their homework was, I was like, oh my god, he wants you to do all this? And he's like, yeah, you got to show your work. So they actually put me in Algebra 1, Part 1, and just like you, I knew everybody there. And then I started literally getting A's, and then like my first test, I come home with a straight, like a perfect score and say, well, Mom, Dad, there you go. It's not me.
How did your guys' graduation go?
It was
I
boring.
mean, it was a graduation.
There was nothing. Literally, we listened to 4 boring speeches. Some girl had we had a video thing, and we actually found a girl with our iPod in the ears the whole time, and like the camera focuses in on that. But then literally the one thing we all enjoyed was like once they said, oh yeah, congratulations. Yay, we get to throw our hats, throw confetti, throw a giant inflatable dolphin and beach balls in there. That's it. That was the highlight of our graduation.
Anything on your side? Because we both had the same graduation.
I fell asleep in my own graduation.
Oh, lucky ass. I sat next to like I think one person I knew, but like
Amazing.
mostly I just kept reading off the list, but my head was down, and I left my phone in the car, and I get back in, I get this blast of my twin going, "Is that you? Is that you? Yeah, that's at you. Is that you?" I was like, "You son of a bitch! I fucking hate you, you bitch!" He laughs. He goes, "Oh, that's you, but that's not you. That's not you." And that went on for like 100 texts. And then my mom texts and goes, "Get off your phone." And I was like, I looked at her and I go, "Mom, my phone's right here. Like, I never brought it. You were looking down at the paper because that's all I could do."
That was true. Like even during the valedictorian speech, like most people were just like, yeah.
Oh, our valedictorian speech was so boring. I liked the year before's because I went to that one.
Oh,
It was like the one thing that got to me, because I don't know the whole speech, but the one thing that grasped me the most, like, I guess we no longer can dream about unicorns and rainbows. I guess we got to go to the real world. I was like, well, shit. I got one more year.
Like, this is the only one, like, most of my graduations have been just straight up boring, but the only one is, like, when I had to go to my brother's graduation, which was the first one that they put outside in 90-degree heat, and people were wearing black, and we were literally in the middle of the sun rising up. I will tell you, you could literally make a holographic Pokemon card off of all the sweat gleaming off everybody in that damn stadium.
I went to my brother's one with my girlfriend at the time, and she almost got like a fucking heat stroke because we were in our college stadium. But like early morning, and they didn't kick on the AC, so it was like 90 degrees in that whole entire thing with a lot of people. I did not watch my brother go across that stage. I left. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take her home. We'll see you at home. Bye." And left, and she's just like, "It's so hot." I was like, "I know. Hang on." Blast the AC. Goes, "All right, I'm just gonna change my shirt because I don't want to look nice." I was like, "Whatever." But I missed my favorite teacher doing his speech, so it was my psychology teacher. It was really chill, because during like, for psychology, we just did boys versus girls in video games, and the 4 people, it was me and like some random kid, and then my friend Nessa, and my other friend, and a different person, and we all set up how gamers do, and we were racing each other, and we all did the motion. Move forward and stay like that in a serious motion, like we're playing Halo, and just silence. I got first. My friend Nestor got second, and I was like, "Alright, we're good. Peace." I found out the other teacher does, the other psychology teacher did Guitar Hero as the challenge.
Nice.
Yeah, but ours was N64.
Oh. It's like, you gonna earn that shit today.
I was just like,
But
and we're good.
But the one thing, like, I will say that people were pissed off at our graduation was, the students got to vote for one major teacher to, like, do a commencement speech and all that. And the majority of them wanted my video teacher. His name is Mr. H, because he was the coolest dude ever. He would literally be the guy who, if you had nothing to do, you could come sit in his room and watch movies, and he would, like, make Simpsons marathons and anime marathons and do whatever. And everybody voted for him. And then out of nowhere, the day they announced, who's going to give the speech? Like, everybody's looking at Mr. H. Yeah, you're going to do this. You got this, man. And then they just randomly say this one English teacher and we go, who? And like most people are asking, like, who is this teacher? Like everyone around the school in the senior class is like, who is this? Who is this? And it's like, yeah, it's like she's boring as hell. There is no way that she won. So I was an office aide, and I actually went into the teacher's lounge, and I actually saw one of my vice principals because I had like 3, thanks to that section.
4,
yeah. So I asked him, okay, how did Mr. H not win? I guarantee he won by a landslide. And, she's looked around and said, sadly, trust me, he won by a landslide. But this teacher literally says that she has never been to a graduation thing and never got a commencement speech. So we had to give it to her. When we are so sorry. Trust me, we wanted H, but she's on her way out retiring next year, so we had to give her this just once. I'm like, well, that's bullshit. And I literally even went and told Mr. H, and he looked at me and said, what? Next thing I know, he literally storms out of his class and just goes straight to the principal's office. And I'm just like, you didn't hear it from me. You did not hear that from me. And then, like, out of nowhere, he comes back and he's cool. And I'm like, you didn't say nothing. He's like, oh no, I didn't say nothing, but I did just get a very nice raise for my next semester. And I'm like, you owe me for that. And he actually cut me $200 of that raise, so that paid off. That did.
All right.
But like that was like he was still the coolest teacher that and I will never forgive my freaking school for not making him that commencement speech.
Oh, man. We didn't even vote for ours. I don't think. I don't know. Oh, man. Don't miss it at all. It's a fucking piece of shit. Years.
True. The only thing you learned was just to sit at a desk and hear boring, disgusting animatron drone talk for the rest of your life.
Okay, I just want to end on this weird note. What is up with people and screaming when the lights go off? Like, there's always a fucking scream. Like, it's about to go. I can understand if it's a blackout. But the lights are about to go off and then you scream. It's fucking annoying. Don't do it. Don't be that person.
Well, it technically goes with the same. Well, it technically goes with the same thing of like, when snow happens and there's always that person who waits till you're in a classroom with no windows and then just says, "Oh my God, it's snowing!" and everybody looks and then you're just like, "Oh, what? Oh." It's just like, what?
It snowed during my computer class and the teacher wasn't in. And I opened the window really wide, jumped in, was like, all right, I got snow. I came back in, and I was like, hey guys, it's snowing. And my friend goes, no, it's not, and I threw the snowball at him. He goes, yes, it is. On that note, guys, thank you for listening. I know this one's a bit longer. I guess we had a good amount of stories to get off of our chest. But we'll see you guys next time, and always remember, keep moving forward.
Wear a mask and don't open schools until this freaking virus is finished.
Wash your hands.
Social distancing.